Jodie Foster, Colin Firth, Stanley Tucci, Cobb Bryant, they have all spoken Italian, and when learners see clips like these, they often think, they must be gifted, oh, they got lots of money, they got lots of time. But that is the wrong lesson, and Italian learners forget to ask themselves two very important questions. What made Italian matter enough for them to use it? And why can't I make Italian stick around? Because that is exactly what you need as a learner. So in this video I'm going to show you what these 4 famous Italian speakers can teach you and how you can use the same principles to speak with more confidence. Let's start with Jodie Foster.
Ma parlo con un accento francese orribile. Orribile! È meglio che americano.
When she speaks Italian, the most important thing is not that she sounds like a native speaker. She doesn't, and she doesn't need to, and neither do you. What matters is that she speaks clearly, warmly, and with confidence. She communicates. She keeps going. She does not wait for every sound to be perfect before opening her mouth. This is a huge lesson for Italian learners, because many people study for months, sometimes years, and still don't speak because they are afraid of sounding wrong. They think, my accent is not good enough. My pronunciation is embarrassing. Oh, I'll speak when I'm ready. But readiness is often a trap. You do not become confident first and then speak. You speak in small, controlled ways, and confidence starts growing. Your goal is not to erase your accent. Your goal is to be understood, to sound clearer, and to stay in the conversation long enough for your Italian to improve. That is the real win. So, Jodie Foster takeaway: speak before you feel perfect. Take one sentence you actually need. For example, mi piace molto l'Italia. Say it 3 times. First slowly, then naturally, then with feeling. Because Italian pronunciation is not only about sounds, it is rhythm, stress, and intention, and you can only train that by using your voice. But once you start speaking, you need something stronger than motivation to keep going. That is where Colin Firth gives you the second lesson.
Prima di quando sono venuto, fra 4-5 autori, la letteratura è meno conosciuta nel mondo anglo.
Colin Firth is a great example, because when he talks about Italy and Italians, he does not usually sound like someone who learned from a random list of words. In interviews, he often talks about Italian writers, Italian cinema, Italian culture. That matters, because he's not just learning useful phrases, he's learning through something he actually cares about. And that is exactly where many learners go wrong. They open an app, learn words they may never use, repeat sentences they do not care about, and then wonder why nothing comes out in conversation. The problem is not memory, the problem is emotional weight. Your brain remembers better when the language is attached to something meaningful. A film you love, a book you want to understand, a director you admire, a song you keep playing, a place you want to visit, a person you want to speak to. That is not decoration, that is fuel. If Italian is only a school subject, your brain treats it like homework. But if Italian becomes the language of something you love, you come back to it more often, with more attention and with more patience. So, Colin Firth takeaway: learn Italian through what you love. Choose one Italian passion topic, not 10, one. Cinema, football, art, food. Then build your Italian around that. Learn 5 useful words, learn 3 phrases, watch 1 short clip, then say something simple about it. For example, mi piace questo film perché è molto intenso. Questo attore parla in modo molto naturale. Voglio capire meglio questa scena. Now, your Italian has a reason. And when Italian has a reason, it sticks. But passion is only one layer. Sometimes people learn Italian because they are not just trying to understand the language, they are trying to understand themselves. And that brings us to Stanley Tucci.
Lei Venezia? Piace?
Sì,
Bella?
bella.
Qualcosa che non piace?
No, io mangio tutto.
Mangia tutto? Benissimo, i clienti migliori.
Stanley Tucci gives us a different kind of lesson. For him, Italian is not just vocabulary and grammar, it is identity. It is family history, culture, memory, and belonging. That is powerful. Because when Italian connects to who you are or who you want to become, it stops feeling like a subject you study on the side. It becomes part of your life. Now, your reason may be different. Maybe you do not have Italian family. Maybe you are learning because you love the country. Maybe you want to travel without hiding behind English. Maybe you want to speak to people properly, not just survive with 3 phrases and a nervous smile. Good. That is still identity. You are becoming the kind of person who can enter an Italian situation and participate. Not perfectly, but actively. And that shift is massive. Because learners often ask, how do I remember more Italian? A better question is, where does Italian fit into the person I am becoming? That may sound simple, but it changes how you study. You stop collecting words. You start building a voice. Stanley Tucci take away connect Italian to who you want to become. Finish this sentence. I want to speak Italian because... But do not give a vague answer. Not because I like Italy. Make it specific. I want to speak Italian so I can talk to locals without switching to English. I want to speak Italian so I can pass it on to my half-Italian children. I want to speak Italian so I can feel more connected when I travel. That sentence becomes your anchor. When motivation drops, you come back to it. Because you are not just learning Italian, you are training for a real version of yourself. But there is one more level. Confidence, passion, and identity are powerful. But Kobe Bryant shows what happens when Italian becomes part of your actual daily environment.
Sono cresciuto qui in Italia, allora sarà sempre un posto che sarà vicino al mio cuore, sempre. Reggio Calabria, Pistoia, poi Reggio Emilia.
Kobe Bryant's Italian is fascinating because he came from real life. He spent part of his childhood in Italy, so Italian was not just something he studied, it was around him, friends, school, sport, everyday situation, and that makes a huge difference. Because your brain does not treat a language the same way when it is only on a page. A word in a notebook is weak. The same word in a real situation is much stronger. If you learn andare from a list, you may forget it, but if you say vado in palestra every time you leave for the gym, it starts becoming automatic. Can you do that abroad? A bit more difficult, but possible. Some of you may have Italian family around, some don't, but they can complement with lots of shadowing, going to Italian shops, looking for language partners. Winners find a way, losers find excuses. Sorry, but not sorry. Kobe Bryant takeaway, attach Italian to real moments. Pick 3 daily actions. Leaving the house, making coffee or tea, going to work, whatever. Then attach 1 sentence to each action. Vado al lavoro. Adesso studio 10 minuti. Sono pronto. Small sentences, repeated often. That is where automatic Italian begins. So, 4 different people, 4 different stories, same lesson. Italian is not talent. It is contact with your voice, with what you love, with who you want to become with your daily life. Now, I've said a lot, but if you really want to learn Italian fast, watch this and witness your Italian change in 7 days. Remember, stick to Italian, and Italian will stick to you. Ciao.